Another way that I think about detaching that really helps give me a practical way to do so is to relax when you feel misaligned. So, misaligned is that feeling in your body of something is not right here. You may even see physical symptoms like not sleeping at night or just starting to get anxiety a lot. For me, at one point in my business, I was doing these sales calls that made me feel so uncomfortable that I literally started to develop a rash. And for me, those are just all telltale signs that this is not your path. And for some reason, you're pushing and grasping and thinking it has to be this way when it doesn't. So I'll give you an example. At one point early in my business, when I was learning how to do sales, I was so new and so open to what other people advised me on because I didn't know how to do sales calls. And so I started mentoring with this one program, and they gave me this script to follow. And in a lot of ways, I took comfort from it immediately because I thought, okay, there's a way to do this. This is what the experts say. But the further along I got into it, the more I started getting all those body signals this wasn't right for me. I just truly felt every time I would do a sales call that it felt more like this high pressure situation that I hated putting people in and feeling part of myself versus this conversation with another human. And so once I started to see that, and I really just couldn't take the signs anymore of misalignment, I just couldn't take not sleeping, feeling anxious, getting like a rash. I was like, there's got to be another way. I just couldn't do it anymore. And so I detached, I surrendered, and I just thought, if that's the way I have to do sales, I can't do it. I'm going to just try my own way. And so I started just doing what I could in my way, which is having real conversations with other human beings and letting them know that I am warm, that I'm heart-centered, that I'm like compassionate, that I genuinely care. I took out all the tactics that they had advised about, high pressure and high stakes and things like that because that just wasn't me. What happened is I started to then actually make sales in my business and to get clients and to look forward to the process of connecting with another human over a conversation about sales, but was really about being how I could help them and serve them in their life, and how we could work together. And so I learned a valuable lesson from that, which is there's a million ways to make your dream come true. There's a million ways to do things, and your dream is not going to come true in a way that doesn't feel good to you because the universe is going to keep rerouting you to a way that is more aligned and more true for you and your soul and the way that you do things. So I'm going to read you a quote from my book that says, "Release the strategy if it doesn't feel good. Release carrying it all if it feels heavy. Release forcing if you can't do it anymore. I know that it's hard to see now, but something better will fill those spaces. Your energy will be freed for more aligned ways. Your dream is never going to come true in a way that doesn't feel right to you. Detach, let go, and see what creative solutions come in." Okay, so if you are in a situation where you feel like you're doing something because it has to be done that way, but it just feels awful inside of you, I really invite you, and maybe the reason you're watching this is to detach, to surrender, and to trust that there is a way that is better aligned for you and the humans that you want to serve and be like a part of in their lives. So I invite you to use the worksheets below to journal on this and to figure out what that solution could be for you. But you're welcome to make this part of your worldview and perspective if it feels good to you, which is you can always open if you feel misaligned and allow a more true for you way to come in and to serve you. It's probably right around the corner. You just have to get to the point where you're willing to do things differently to have it even come into your awareness and access it.